Hey Capricorn, this is Balance Libra. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. To all of my subscribers, hey y'all. And if you're new to my channel, hey. Hope you guys are having a good day today. I'm going to do a reading, karmic lessons to learn or to heal from. Only take the messages if it corresponds to your situation. This is for Capricorn. You have Capricorn in any placement of your chart. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all your like, comment, shares, and subscribes to my channel. I appreciate you guys very much. So Capricorn, let's get into it. What I'm going to do is place out the cards. I will show you the cards, and then I'm going to go back and clarify the cards for you. Capricorn energy, karmic lessons to learn or to heal from. We got promise. We got readiness. We got overload. And we got collaboration. We got bully. We got vow. We got marinette. We got loneliness. We'll clarify those, but I'm going to start on the other deck. Get those out as well. All right, Capricorn energy, karmic lessons to heal or learn from. We got Cupid's arrow. We got difficulties. We got put yourself first. Make the effort. Energy. We got separation. We got camera. We got grounding. We got ship. Not today, and that's on Cupid's arrow. You are enough. We got difficulties. Express your love. Express your love. That's on put yourself first. We have unbreakable love. Make the effort. We got gratitude on separation. We got law of attraction on camera. We got grounding with divine timing. So divine timing on grounding. Capricorn Karmic Lessons to learn from or heal. We got ship and shock. All right, let's get into the reading, Capricorn. So with the first set of cards with promise here, there could have been many promises. People could have proposed to you, could have came to you with different type of proposals. Some type of assurance here. There could have been people looking at you as responsible. You could have dealt with irresponsible people here. Some of you, you could have got a lot of confirmations about promises that were made or things that were due to you here. It was like you were assured that everything would be okay, everything would be fine here. Some of you had lessons to learn that almost as if whatever was promised to you, that you will receive it. Some of you, we have readiness here. There could have been some type of arrangement. Some of you could have arranged marriages. Some of you had to be prompt, or somebody was prompt to marry you for something, to obtain something here. Some of you had to be prepared for some type of promise. We're going to clarify, Capricorn, don't worry. We have overload. Some of you felt obligated to be with someone or being in some type of commitment. Some of you could have been ready to take things to the next level here. You could have been dealing with people who made a relationship some type of obligation, or some type of commitment or promise felt like an obligation. Some type of contract could have felt like you were in an obligation. You had to prepare yourself for certain obligations. You have the collaboration, backup, unity, and enhancement. Some of you could have needed some type of support, or you needed people to collaborate with more. Some of you, there could have been lessons when it came to group work, effort, or teamwork. Some of you could have been bullied, or there could have been some type of gossip going against you here. People could have tried to make you feel guilty or ashamed here. Yeah, we have vow. There could have been, yes, some of you could have had some type of wish or hope here. Maybe for things like stability, like things from when you were younger here. Some of you could have felt tied to like certain knowledges, or practices or belief. Something to do with worship. You could have been vowed to worship here from maybe some type of religion, or I'm going to say religion, that maybe when you were younger, you felt like it could have been forced upon you. You had no choice. We have the marionette. Yeah, some of you could have felt dominated and overwhelmed with a lot of situations when it came to people, when it came to collaboration. Some of you could have been doing, some of you could have been doing things for the sake of other people, almost like people pleasing, because it's like they're controlling what it is that you really want. You could have wished for some type of freedom here. Some of y'all could have been reluctant here. Some of you could have had some type of hope to free yourself. Some of you could have had a desire to be like in a leadership position here, but you feel like it was too much or overwhelming. We have loneliness. It seemed like with you guys, there could have been situations where you collaborated with people and it felt like you were doing or handling all the work. You felt disappointed in a lot of things where you may should have took the lead on here. You could have collaborated with people or been in like spaces with people and you felt like they were dull, like they wasn't on your level. So it led to a lot of disappointment. Or you isolating, like you don't feel like you fit in with a lot of people here, Capricorn. Let me go ahead and clarify this for you. We got promise, readiness, overload, collaboration, karmic lessons to learn or to heal for Capricorn, please. What is promise, Capricorn? We got coach. Okay. Some of you could have did things by the book when it came to commitment or partnerships here. You wanted to be assured that you would have some type of stability through ups and downs, ins and outs here. Some of you could have been taking other people's advice here in the past. Whereas like when things didn't work out, people could have been gossiping about your situation or relationships that you could have been in. There was a need for you to obtain more knowledge in regards to people you were accepting a proposal from or giving a proposal to. It was like there was more knowledge that was needed to be obtained about these people. Somebody could have been like the type of person who didn't follow the rules here. Somebody could have been like disobedient, or you could have dealt with the bad girl or bad guy type of people. Those were lessons that you needed to learn. Some of you may have needed to talk to like a love coach or get more guidance in those areas where you were committing yourself in. Even though you may, or take it as this, the other person may need some type of coaching here. Maybe you had to teach people the way to love you. What's readiness, Capricorn? Stop. Some of you, as soon as you prepare for something, things get stagnated. There could have been clear signs where things were, maybe you have arranged or planned things out, and all of a sudden it'll just come to a certain like halt. Like, I've been planning for this to happen and this, and this, and it didn't work out, or it just completely stopped. So there could have been a lot of stop and go with you in relationships or contracts or just dealing with people. There could have been ghosting as well. Some of you just put a stop to a lot of people. Some of you had to learn to put boundaries with people who was not ready for you. It's overload, Capricorn. Ooh, Justice. With this overload, it's like the cause and the effect. Some of you felt like overwhelmed. Things was not logically making sense. You could have felt burned out. You felt like things were unfair when it could have been life, like growing up. You could have felt overwhelmed as a child. You had a lot of responsibilities. Something could have been an assessment, like people putting more on you than needed. So you could have had a lot of extra responsibility growing up. But I get that you will receive justice for like your hard work, that it will pay off. That was lessons to get you prepared for like leadership roles, responsibility in every sector of your life, family, career, self. So you had to learn to balance many different things at one time simultaneously without overwhelming yourself. Those were lessons that needed to be learned. When to learn to give yourself a break and not burn yourself out through exhaustion. Some of y'all didn't know when to stop. With collaboration. You got loss and good news. Some of you felt like when you were collaborating with a lot of people, they caused a lot of damage, or they were just in the way or incompetent of what it was that you were trying to do. Whereas some of you felt like none of these people were loyal to you, whether if it's relationship, family, or a lover. There was a lot of sorrow and grief because it was not like you were receiving the type of loyalty that you were expecting here. It put you in a lot of grief here because there was not any backup or support in the times of need here. Especially when it came to good news or encouragement or communication, whatever it is that you desire. It could have been like you were lacking in those areas, or these people have lacked to show up for you in the way that you needed them, Capricorn. A lot of people could have caused damage. So you could be like one of those people who like to isolate yourself and be alone, because it's like every time it's a group, it's always something. It doesn't turn out. It disappoints you. Those were karmic lessons to be learned here. yeah, some people didn't support you in the way that you supported them. Like you could be giving people good messages, support, bringing in some type of miracle with your energy, with your resources, with your tools, your knowledge, wherever your creativity, and it's like it's not reciprocated back to you. You could be the type of person that showed up with gifts and surprises for others, but it was never reciprocated back to you. But some of you guys, that was part of the karmic lesson, learning to give and to receive, like in balance here. Whether if you encouraging or receiving encouragement, making ways out of no way. Even when it came to surprises, some of you, I guess some of you don't like to be surprised. I don't know. It's like it could be some good news. It's like just tell me what it is. What's bully? Capricorn Karmic Lessons. Strategic. Some of you have to be strategic in the ways that you avoided embarrassment or how you handle embarrassment here. There was even when it came to gossip or malicious talks or lies that may have been told against you. Some of you already knew what people were doing or saying behind your back or even around you to your face here, but some of them not that bold. Some of you already knew what people's intentions were here. Whether if it's family, lovers, or friends, co-workers, just take the messages how it corresponds to your situation, Capricorn. But some of you, it was almost like you could read these people's energy, their intentions. I could say even as far as their mind, depending how in tune you are, of what their tactics were to come against you, to work against you. You understood why they were planning or talking about you behind your back here. What's Val? Some of you could have been wishing for consistency when it came to long-term partnerships, relationships, soulmates, divine love here. Some of you could have been a driving factor is needing more prayer in these connections with the person that you were connecting with, or you guys could have different backgrounds, different religious views here. That could have been part of what could have been like a disconnect for you guys. Some of you felt like there could have been a wish as a child for you to be married for a long time, like partnership. Someone that is stable, committed, somebody that is consistent, someone that gets you, understands you, that is supportive. Nurturing. What is the marionette? We have homelessness. Some people could have been trying to control your destiny, control your moves, your steps. Some of you may not have been homeless, but it could have been where you could have lost a lot of money, funds, resources, where you did need help. You know, there could have been a case here of being reluctant to receiving help from other people based off their intentions here. Now, there could have been somebody who did intentionally want you to depend on them, only so they can dominate you. Yeah, someone wanted you to have to rely on them. Some of you had to learn that people kept you on some type of string, like a strings attached, only so that they can have some type of power or dominance over you. Some of you had to learn to take your power back here, because these people didn't know your destiny. They didn't know your path, but they were there, which was causing failure in your life, kept you broke, kept you poor, kept you down, kept you out, kept you relying, needing handouts. Some of you had to overcome hardships because some of you could have been like refusing to step into some type of leadership position or to stand in your power. Some of you were reluctant to lead. Yeah, somebody definitely could have been that trying to dominate you, control you, your resources or finances here. It's loneliness. Apology. Now, some of you could have been in a situation where someone left you alone, but they have some type of confession. Maybe you needed someone at a time that you wasn't feeling well, sick, whatever, and that person wasn't there for you. They disappointed you. They wasn't there to support you in a time of needing, like for healing or what have you. Somebody could be wanting to apologize for you, or they feel guilty for what they have done. If this is more so you creating this isolation here, it's like sometimes you feel guilty that you cut off people. But I think I would say it was probably necessary for your healing here. So you have to learn to forgive yourself for whoever you cut off, to go down yourself healing journey. So we're going to do Cupid's arrow, not today. Oh, look at that. They is on the fly. It's a thick old pack here. All right, Capricorn energy. Karmic lessons to learn or to heal. What needs to be learned or healed? Capricorn lessons here. Not today, Cupid's arrow. You gotta open yourself to love. So with this Cupid arrows here, some of you needed to have faith here. Love is coming. And like I said, some of you might not like surprises, but this could be a surprise invitation to somewhere where you can meet someone, an opportunity. Some of you might be struck by love here. What it says, not today. Some of you may have put a halt, like you're not willing to be open for dating here. Some of you still have some type of hurt that needs to be healed. Some of you had to learn to set healthy boundaries for yourself here before you accept any type of love that's coming in. Some of you could have been still upset from things or relationships that took place in the past here, and so you're not wanting to be open to love. But that's why it's saying open yourself up to love, because you guys are still closed off, especially if you've done some type of healing work. You understand the patterns and behaviors or the type of people that you may want to surround yourself around here, Capricorn. But it is safe for you to let your heart be seen and not to be scared in order for love to come in. We have difficulties and you are enough. here. Capricorn, you are enough difficulties. Open your eyes. So with you are enough, the person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. Difficulties. Jealous from others may serve as obstacles to the success of your connection. Yeah, maybe a lot of you could have dealt with a lot of jealousy, especially with people gossiping and talking about you behind your back or whatever here. But some of you need to open your eyes to a lot of situations. Some of them, believe them the first time. So when people show you who they are, you guys needed to trust that versus keep giving them chance after chance. Some of you, that could have been a difficult choice here. People could have been disguising jealousy just to be around here, to use you for your knowledge or support here. But just know that you are more than enough to get the type of love that you desire. That could have been difficult due to people being jealous of your success or your drive, your ambitions here. So some of you, just open your eyes, Capricorn. Some people could show you who they are, and it could be a positive experience too. It don't necessarily have to be negative either, because people could just literally walk that walk, and that's who they are. What we got? We got put yourself first and express your love. Capricorn energy. Karmic lessons to heal or learn from. Put yourself first. Express your love. Engagement. Put yourself first. Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive. Express your love. It is important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. Engagement. Your life is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. So whether that's business or love, I take it as love. You guys are moving in that direction. Some of you have learned to clear these karmic ties and patterns and behaviors where you are able to open yourself up to the type of love that you desire. The type of person. Whatever you imagined as a kid, that eternal love. Make the effort in unbreakable love. Please make the effort, unbreakable love, Capricorn. So you guys got quite a bit. So this is way too many. Let's try that again. What is unbreakable love? Make the effort, Capricorn. Karmic lessons to learn or heal. Y'all keep getting pals and pals and pals and pals. Okay. I'll just take them. So make the effort. The love is worth taking risk. You are called to move forward. Unbreakable love. the person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. We got pay attention to the signs. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidence. Some of you could be seeing a lot of patterns and behaviors in numbers, colors, signs, shapes. You could be seeing stuff where people like engagement. You'll be looking through magazines or online. You can see weddings or rings or whatever the case may be. Some of you, what was blocking you was maybe you was the runner. You had a fear of intimacy. Some of you could have been attracting people who put you in that runner chaser energy as well. There could have been a lot of intensity where it could have been letting go in order to receive what was meant for you. There could have been a lot of turmoil, a lot of people burning the bridges when leaving you. But there were signs for you to pay attention here. When things got tough, these people probably bailed out. Whereas a new person, they can come in and it's like, it's unbreakable. They can help you overcome any issues that may arise. They're not going to run. We got actions speak louder than words. It says, if you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing and saying. Yeah, in the past, it was like you could have been seeing that, but it was like you was listening to what these people were saying. So therefore, that they kept running, but they telling you one thing. Whereas this person, they gonna show you. It's gonna match what they saying. If they say they love you, they got you, they're gonna support you, and they willing to whatever, help you, whatever, they're gonna mean that. We got self-indulgence. Some of you had to understand your own self-worth and value and who you were. You needed time to heal. There was shadow work that needed to be done. Some of you needed to learn to appreciate yourself. Some of you could have been speaking affirmations, but you wasn't believing your affirmations until you started believing in your affirmations and they started manifesting in your life because you were more consistent with it and you started believing in what you were saying. We have mirror. Some of you had to self-reflect on your own emotions, being alone here. Some of you had to see your own inner wounds and why you were attracting the type of people that you were attracting. So it was nothing wrong with you going into self-indulgent or isolating energy in order to heal here. So it's like some of you could have felt guilty about things that you may have done in the past, or how things went down, or if things worked out or did not work out in the past here. So it may be you needing to forgive yourself, Capricorn. We got separation and gratitude. Okay. We got balance and letting go. So, separation, there was sadness, there could have been bitterness, there could have been people missing you, you could have been missing people, you could have been thinking about them, they were thinking about you, and some of you could have been uncertain about your future once you let people stop dictating your steps, your way of being in life. Some of you, there was a need for gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already in your life, your love life, to attract more of it. Some of you needed to be more grateful for the people that really supported you, that really loved you, that even for yourself, you had to practice more self-gratitude, give yourself the credit, love on yourself in order to attract the type of love that you needed. There, with balance here, we have, there's a need to be healthy. There is a need to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. So yeah, some of you may needed to have that connection where you had a partner. You know what? We need to pray together. Oh, you know what? We need to exercise together. You know what? We need to separate. You go do your hobby, I go do mine, and then we come back together. Whatever that looks like, but there was balance that was always needed in the relationship as well as harmony. Some of you, people was not expressing themselves. They were not going deep when it came to their emotions or expressing their emotions to you here, Capricorn. And vice versa. That could have been you holding back your emotions, but there was a need to release and have balance so that you guys can have that intimate type of relationship. Somebody had a fear of being seen or showing who they are or going to a deeper depth of themselves or giving themselves away to the type of people I get that was not ready. Some of you, that was something that needed to be healed, where now you will not be afraid to give yourself to someone that is willing to give themselves to you. We have letting go. Some of you could have been confused in a lot of situations. They didn't leave you comforted. They could have been that runner chaser dynamic. You need to release these people access to you, whoever you separated from or they distance themselves from you, Capricorn. There's a need to let go. Leave it in the past. Yeah, you need to stop certain cycles here. We got camera and law of attraction. What is the camera, law of attraction, Capricorn? We got poker face, not enough, healthy choices, and clock. With this camera, you guys could have been reminiscing, making memories. Some of you needed to learn from the past about who it is that you were dealing with and why you were continuing to get in these cycles or patterns and behaviors. Some of you had to learn that you were overworking yourselves, basically people pleasing people or letting people control you. Some of you needed to plan better when it came to you having control of your life and what it is that you desire to do. Not going by other people's perception of you, but what it is that you want to be or how you want to be here. Law of attraction, you have been manifesting this relationship. Everything you want will soon be yours. Some of you needed just to make healthy choices with the type of people that you were dealing with. And it started with self-love and self-care, being happier, experiencing life and love. It's like you deserve that here. Some of you could have been camera shy, or you could have been shying away from the camera based off your confidence. We got poker face. Some of you are willing to take a chance here to go after what it is that you want. Some of you could be practicing the law of attraction here. Some of you are just going after what it is that you desire. It's like you're not going to show your hand. You're not going to lead with what you do. So like if people trying to date you, you just going to listen. You're not going to tell them where you work, how much you make. I hope you ain't telling people this. If you have an option, they're not going to know what kind of car you drive, or they gonna get to know you. You're not just giving up information here, because now you know you don't want to be targeted for certain like leeches. Some of you with the clock here, some of you just needed more time to heal and to learn certain lessons, because certain cycles, it took time for them to close and heal, but there was still progress being made as time went on. Some of you don't need to speak about your accomplishments or accolades to new people. Just see what is out there, get to know them, not lead with what you have. I don't know why I keep repeating that. I got not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear and frustrations. Yeah, with that took time. Ego healing, some of you, like I said, could have had to do shadow work to let go of some type of ego. Some of you could have been very frustrated in the choices that you have made. That's why I say self-healing and self-forgiveness is needed. Some of you could have sabotage because you was not looking at the red flags or signs of people using you directly or indirectly here. Some of you could have been hurting yourself by not opening your eyes, because this is here too, right up under that not enough. Some of you was not trying to see the type of people you were dealing with here. Some of them kept you stuck. Like I said, some of them kept you dependent on them. Some of them did not even have enough knowledge to even be dealing with you. You didn't even know why you were dealing with them. Some of you were more intelligent than the people that you were dealing with. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying like you could be college bound and they only on like a 4th grade reading level. And I'm not trying to be funny, but that's what it was. So the conversation really wasn't conversating. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them wasn't on your level. And some of them felt like they can control or dominate you because maybe they are street smart but not book smart. You know what I mean? A lot of them was being strategic in how they were playing in your face, playing in your energy, playing with your emotions, playing with your resources. We got grounding and divine timing. We got the butterfly. So, Capricorn, stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. Some of you, there was grounding that needed to be done in order for you to build the solid foundation and security that you were looking for. You knew you had to take action. Some of you could have been outperforming your colleagues because you were meant to be in a leadership position where you could have been self-sabotaging, holding yourself back in a lot of areas. But in order for you to have that growth and endurance, it was needed for you to step up and step out of being in the shadows. When it came to the relationship, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, you are meant to dominate that relationship, not in a controlling manner of where this, do this. No, where it concerns your stability, is your security, and what you feel safe with this person, because a lot of them are not going to be able to handle the type of energy that you carry, Capricorn. So you guys, you have to be the leader in your relationship, and some of you may want to be that soft life, I don't know what they call it, soft girl era, soft life era, whatever. But yeah, you can be that, but you still have to be dominant and on top of things in that relationship, only because certain people are not going to be as strong enough to carry the relationship in the area that it needs to be carried, because it's almost like you giving away your power. You don't want to be led down the wrong path. Some people only try to dominate you to keep you at a certain level. You want it to be dominated where, you know what, we got a plan. We got goals to execute, and I expect us to execute these goals together as a couple or in this relationship, whereas their intentions is totally different from yours. We got divine timing with grounding here in the butterfly. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. Maybe they have to learn to ground themselves and gain stability or footing in their life as well. But we have the butterfly. Yeah, some of you had to grow, speak up, set your boundaries here. Some of you are needing to move to the next phase because there was healing from the inner child and releasing of the past that was needed. So whoever you could be coming in contact with, they could be doing the same thing. But I get these were lessons that needed to be learned or healed in order for you to go into the next phase. Some type of learned behavior. Somebody's parent could have been coaching them on how to be a husband or a wife. That too, or being coached about relationships. We got ship and shock. Ship and shock. Okay. All right, so with ship, okay, we got overthinking and beware of codependency. Give me 1 second, Capricorn. 1 second. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, so we got ship and shock. We got overthinking and codependency. Beware of codependency. So ship, some of you needed to stop overthinking. Some of you could have been playing negative scenarios in your head that was creating issues, which wasn't there at first. And that could have been something that could have kept you stopped, stagnant in a lot of situations here. Beware of codependencies. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. Maybe you were attracting people that you didn't realize that were needy, like I said, but they were using you. Whether if it was a relationship or work, family, friends, whoever. But some of you needed to move on from overthinking and codependency people. Some of you needed to learn to receive what it was that you need. There could have been a lot of sudden changes, which could have been shocking to you, of why relationships ended. Some of you had came to epiphanies why these relationships had to stop, because you had to go through a transformation yourself. Maybe you were seeing that in certain ways that you were codependent on certain relationships or people based off what was taught to you growing up as well. How relationships was displayed, or how someone was coaching you about relationships, or what have you. Take it how it corresponds to your situation here. Yeah, some of you were surprised or shocked that people were using you or dependent on you. Some of you did some healing and realized why people were codependent on you. Maybe because you had to be responsible growing up. You had to step into some type of leadership role, or you always been like the leader in situations here. So it created people to codepend on you, Capricorn. So that was some type of karmic lessons or things that needed to be healed. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to pull a few more cards. Ask for help. It says, angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Yeah, some of you could be praying more, meditating, asking your ancestors, God, universe, however you believe, for more assistance in the areas where you can create more healing and to release these karmic patterns or behaviors so that you don't take them on into your next phase of life. Some of you could have needed to ask for help and didn't. Capricorn. We got journey. It's time for you to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So some of you could be going into a new phase of your life, even traveling, moving on. But there's movement, there's a change here that you guys will need to embrace for your next journey here. Some of you, this was a healing journey for you to kickstart the next phase of your life. You had to learn, and maybe you guys did the work. So now you on this journey because you're more self-aware here. We got purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answers to your questions. Yeah, some of you needed to trust yourself more, especially when it came to other people and their intentions. We got look in the book. Look in a book whenever you question. It says, whatever you question right now, you'll find the answers in the book. The words you will find will bring you the insight you seek. So some of you may be doing research or more knowledge, or even if you, what I want to say, like astrological. So like birth charts, somebody could be doing that. Looking more into their birth charts. Some of you could be going back doing family research and learning like these were karmic behaviors and patterns and traumas that your family had went through, like the females in your family or even the males. But take it how it corresponds to your situation. But you could be looking like, dang, this didn't last with this person, or this person was dictating this, and this person was in control, or this person always had men that used them or had women that used them, and now that's the type of people I'm attracting. So you guys could be learning stuff like that, or however it corresponds to your situation. But whatever it is that you're looking for, words of knowledge, wisdom, whatever, healing, you will find it in a book. Well, Capricorn, I hope you guys enjoyed the message. Hopefully it corresponds to your situation here. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. Peace.